Hi guys, thanks for joining me today. Today I'm going to show you how I make my mood and sleep tracker each month. I have most of my stickers here picked out and they are from the Free Spirit sticker book, but I do have some other books over here that I might pull from, being the original Free Spirit, the Colorful Boxes, and the Alphabet book. I'm going to just get started by taking this cover and I'm going to draw a line that consists of 30 little squares. I'm using this dot grid half sheet and I'm going to draw a line that's going to include 30 little squares here, one for each day of the month. I'm just making sure I have everything lined up. I don't actually have a ruler, so I find a cover to work just as nicely. And now I'm just drawing my line. I'm going to draw one over here, and then I'm going to go up the side. And over here is going to be for your sleep hours and your mood scale. Now I'm going to put a number under each one of those squares, going from 1 to 30 for each day of the month. You can use stickers here if you wanted to. I just find it to be a little kind of tedious, but you do whatever works best for you. So I'm just making sure I have all my numbers in here. And then on this side, I'm going to start and go by twos, like 2, 4, 6, 8, and on up, and that's going to be for my mood and my hours of sleep. But you also can do whatever you like here. I just find that to be more of a space saver when I'm working with a smaller sheet of paper like this. Now I'm going to start working on this little area and making the key for my habit tracker. I'm going to use this really pretty full box sticker here and another one. I really like this quote. I really tried to go for some softer, more dreamier colors to kind of give it a really soft feel, but you could keep this as simple and functional or as decorative as you'd like. I'm looking for something to cover up that top 3 section on that box there because I'm not going to be using it. I want to make a label for my key. So I'm just going to grab a box, but I ended up not liking it because I didn't have enough room to write all of the info I wanted to on it. So I'm going to switch that out in here in just a moment and replace it with a little blue paint swatch sticker. I use this area for my key, which is the colors that mark my sleep and the lines that mark my mood, and also I set my mood scale in here just so I have a little reference. When I look back at this at the end of the month, I know what numbers meant what moods, basically. Now I'm going to go get my paint swatch sticker and cover up that little box header. There we go. Now I'm just writing in my key here. I'm going to draw a little square to represent my sleep, and then I'm going to draw a little dot and line to represent my mood, and I'm going to fill my sleep in with my little highlighter. Now I'm going to work on my mood scale. I tend to find it to be more, I guess, accurate to keep my moods gradual. Like 2 is just like an okay day, and 4 is like you're having a really good day, and 6 is feeling energetic, and 8 is feeling motivated, and then on up gradually into like stressed and angry. I tend to find it keeping it gradually like that reads more accurate at the end of the month versus whereas you have like a 2 set to angry and like a 4 set to happy, it kind of looks a little inconsistent maybe. Something else I'm going to be doing is adding in the moon phases. This is totally optional. I think it's just kind of interesting to see at the end of the month if I was affected by a certain phase of the moon, like if I felt more energetic and slept better around the new moon, or if I was more motivated and slept less around the other phases of the moon. So this is totally optional. I just think this is something that is really kind of neat to see at the end of the month. So I added those in there, and now I'm going to grab some letters and spell out the month of April and kind of make a little title. And I'm just going to line them up here on the edge of this cover to try to make them as straight as possible. It doesn't always end up being straight, but that's okay. So we're just rolling with it. I'm going to grab this really pretty moon sticker to kind of place behind it. There we go. And now I'm just going to add some more decorative stuff, like some of these really pretty flowers. And then towards the end, I'm going to show you how I actually fill this in. I'm also trying to keep in mind, like trying to avoid areas in the habit tracker that I'm going to be writing, because I don't want to write over any stickers and it end up being all weird looking, basically. So I'm just trying to place stuff in the corners and just add some pops of color here and there. I'm going to take this big star cluster sticker and cut it into about 4 or 5 littler stickers just to add some little details to the page. These are pretty fun to add in little corners and just little areas you don't have room for larger stickers. Because if you cut them down, it just adds a little bit, the tiniest little details. And then I'm just going to trim everything down and add some more of these really pretty soft floral stickers here. I like to make a sleep and habit tracker for each month. I think it's kind of fun to see at the end of the month and stuff like that. Do you guys make any habit trackers? I know a lot of people like to track their water and exercise and things of that nature. So I'm just placing the last few stickers and then we're going to call it done, and then I'm going to show you how to fill this in. I'm going to grab my highlighter here and I'm going to mark out that I had about 9 hours of sleep on these 2 days and then about 7 or 6 hours of sleep on this other day. And then I'm going to grab my pen and put a dot. I'm going to check my mood scale. I'm going to put a dot at about 4, and then I'm going to put 2 dots at about 6 for each of the other days, and then I'm going to connect them. And that's how my habit tracker works. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.